Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is a reading for the full moon in Leo, which is happening tomorrow on February 9th. Well, February 8th, February 9th, depending where you are. And it's going to be until we have the full moon in Virgo on March 9th. Now, I do want to apologize, especially for those of you wearing headphones, for the background noise. I'm trying to get these out and I have a number of distractions, so please be patient with me. What you do hear in the background is a cockatoo. She's not in pain. She's just, she's very pampered, and when she's not getting enough attention, she likes to scream, or when she sees things outside, she screams. But so we'll just try to work through that. And I hope it's not too off-putting for you guys. Just some information about this Leo full moon. This Leo full moon is particularly good for Aries, Geminis, Leos, Librans, Sagittarians, and Aquarians. Okay, so go ahead and check and see where you have those additional signs in your chart, but it should be pretty good for us. I say us because my Venus is in Gemini. The energy for the full moon in Leo is bright and proud, and maybe a little bit too proud. And it's a really great time to ask yourself if you've been self-centered, egotistical, or too proud in any area of your life. Have you been treating people the way that you would like to? Have you been arrogant, vain, pushy, or pompous in any arena? Have you been expressing yourself creatively enough? And have you shown yourself enough self-love? The Leo full moon is a good time to get back in touch with your humility. It's a great time to find balance between what your friends need, what your job needs, what your family needs, what your relationships need, and what you need. It's a great time to perform full moon forgiveness ceremonies and to get yourself back in a state of gratitude. So who and what are you thankful for in your life? All right, so without further ado, we'll get into this reading. As I'm doing the reading, I'm going to ask that you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell, but most of all, Geminis, I want to thank you for all the love and support that you show this channel. It means the world to me. You guys are amazing, and I love you guys so much. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. We're going to ask Spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and our spirit guides, what messages does Gemini need to hear for their highest and best good for this full moon in Leo reading? What messages do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? What messages do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? All right, we've got the Hermit energy showing up. Tower in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse. The Emperor. Justice in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. And we have the Fool card. Gemini, I love it because there are new beginnings coming to you. Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck energy cards. We have the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You might be dealing with these energies, or you just might have these energies in your chart, or just exhibiting these energies. The Knight of Pentacles is long-term stability, long-term gain. So whether this is in romance, love, spirituality, or business, this is something that's going to bear fruit. This is something that, is very practical, something that might be slow-moving, but it's going to be something that's going to, yield results in the long term. Really nice stability. But that's going to come after you guys, after an ending, or it has come after an ending. The Ten of Wands is very Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy, but it's all about, taking on too much and feeling really burdened and needing to let go of some things in order to, lighten your load and make life a little bit easier. Underneath that, we have the Ten of Cups. Some of you might have been through a breakup. It might be emotionally overwhelming. You might feel like you are completely drained, maybe financially and emotionally, spiritually, okay, and that might be leading to that feeling of burden, or maybe it did. Remember, the timing here can be, it can be in the past, it can be happening now, or it could be happening, until that Virgo full moon. And then we have this Ace of Cups. So this is a huge blessing in communication. It's a blessing of love. This is where you're feeling completely, you're feeling emotionally fulfilled, and you're feeling like you can move in that new direction. The Four of Cups, so it's, Spirit is really guiding me to show you that this is a blessing that you might not be open to, or you might not see. Somebody might have asked you out, or somebody might have called you, and you might not have returned their message saying, you know what, right now I'm not really looking for anything, and Spirit saying you're turning your back on a blessing. Okay, whether that's in love or whether that's finance or that's in your spiritual journey. All right, Gemini. So, let's go ahead and get into this reading and see what other messages Spirit might have for you. Now, here we go. We have the Hermit energy. Gemini, this is Virgo energy. Again, you might have that in your chart, or you just might not be going out that much. You might be holed up. You might be a little bit isolated. You might be doing the inner work to find that inner guidance. I feel like you've definitely been through something that's been very difficult. You've been through something that has caused you to, maybe to just turn away from material stuff or people for a while so that you could get your own answers because you're lighting your own way. There's something that you need to do on your own. Maybe you had to leave a situation, a job, a relationship, to go and find, your truth. Now, a lot of people are seeing you as the Tower in reverse, sort of cleaning up after this mess. Again, for some of my Geminis, some of you might have been involved in a messy situation like a divorce or a long-term breakup. Maybe it was in a messy situation at work. And the Tower card is, you've gone through this real sudden ending, which we see here. We see that 10 of Wands with this 10 of Cups after this Ace of Cups, right? So we're seeing you guys cleaning up after this mess, all right, after some sort of real tumultuous time. But I like it because I feel like this Tower moment was in the, was an ending. There may be a Scorpio person in your life, or maybe you have Scorpio in your chart, but people see you as, they're kind of okay with you. I feel like they're okay with you being on your own. They're okay with you, sort of, you might be taking up a new spiritual journey, or you might be meditating, or you might be, spending more time on your own. And people are okay with that because they're like, this is what Gemini needs to do right now, to get through this and to clean up after whatever this Tower moment was. Now, what's blocking you is this Page of Cups in reverse. The pages can be children, but they can also be, loving situations, romance, or like an emotional immaturity, and the need to apologize. So it's either you or somebody else. You might be waiting for an apology, and you know what? You may never get that. Okay. And I feel like, the Page of Cups is also somebody who's in love with love, and maybe it was you realized you weren't really in love with this person or this idea or this job. You might have been over idealizing a person or a job or a situation, and there's a real need for you to come clean about that, either to someone and express an apology, or someone to you. Remember, everything can be vice versa in this reading. And also, this is an offering that somebody has made or maybe made, and they, this is kind of a trickster energy because they might have traveled far and wide to come to you to bring you this fish, but by the time it gets there, it's rotting and it stinks and it's not what they're saying it is. And in a way, it can be a trickster energy. So again, if that was you that made an offer that you couldn't keep or that was disingenuous, but more than anything, I'm getting that it was somebody else that made an offering. Maybe they were like, this is what our life is going to be like. I'm going to help you. I'm going to love you. For some of you, you might feel like they were vows that were broken. Okay. And I'm just getting that for some of you, or you really believed that somebody was going to be able to provide what they, all the lip service that they gave you, that they were actually going to be able to follow through on it, and they really weren't. Okay. Again, for a lot of you, this is going to be a love relationship, but for others of you, it's with business and finance. It could also be with your spirituality. What you need to do to overcome these obstacles, Gemini, you guys need to stand in your power. The Emperor is Aries. It can also be Virgo energy. And the Emperor, he knows what he needs to do, and he sets his boundaries, and he's not wish-washy. Now, remember, Geminis, we're often of two minds about things, and it's kind of like that Libran energy too. Like, yeah, we kind of feel this way, but we also feel that way. It's like, it's this in-between energy, or, we kind of go back and forth. and the Emperor doesn't. He knows exactly what he needs to do. He, writes it down, he sets his boundaries, and he's very authoritative, and he does not yield. So there's a real sense of, Gemini, that you guys need to step into your power. You guys need to lay down the law, whether that's with yourself or you need to come clean with other people. And whether that's you being on your own or whether that's, or whatever it might be, that you guys need to be the boss. You guys are the CEO. You guys are the CEOs of your life, and you need to start acting like it. So if that sounds accusatory, remember this message is also for me, and this is stepping up, not backing down, standing in your strength and your power. What you can do within in order to help achieve your desires. This is that Justice card. This is, again, I love this because that Libran energy, it's you're of two minds about things, and you're keeping this blindfold on, just like we see in the Two of Swords, right? The Two of Swords is not wanting to make a decision, wish-washy, the opposite of the Emperor. Okay, and this is what you need to do within. You need to take this blindfold off. You need to figure out, make a decision, decide which way you're going to go in. If you're trying to decide between two people, if you're trying to decide if you stay with a job, if you follow through on a project or not, you need to be very, very clear with which is the best one for you. What is the path you're going to take? Because no more of this back and forth, no more of this, of this being of two minds about something, being too laid back or not investing enough in a situation, because that's led to a Tower moment that now people see you as having to clean up your life, after making these decisions that they're seeing that weren't in your best interest. What you can learn from the outside world or from others, the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is all about seeing, taking a step back. He's high up. He's in his mansion. He's looking out. Okay, we see the bird here. He's looking out and seeing what are his challenges, what are the obstacles, where can he capitalize, where can he grow. Remember that the card that comes after this is the Three of Wands, which is aligning your heart, your mind, and your action, and that will bring you success and expansion and growth. And Spirit is saying, you've got to make a decision. This person is at a crossroads and he can't be of two minds. So again, Gemini, you guys have got to make an important decision here. You can no longer stand in this, I'm not sure, or this one and that one are true. No, you've got to take a stand. You've got to make a choice, and don't worry about making the wrong choice, because ultimately the choice that you make is going to be the correct one. Okay, so whether it's successful or it's not, it's going to be the correct choice, because if it's not successful, it's going to show you where you need to go, what you need to learn before you can bring in, okay, what it is that's for your highest and your greatest good. Two of Wands, you're at a crossroads, time to make a decision. Now, I love this energy as your, projected outcome, because this is the Fool and this is a brand new journey. This is only taking what's necessary for you. I love the synchronicity of the white rose and the white rose here. Somebody is saying, hey, take a look and see what's going on. All right. And I do see you raising your hand up to the Cancer energy. So some of you might have a Cancer on your mind or be dealing with a Cancer. But most of all, I'm seeing here that, you guys are starting something new. You guys are going to open up that heart chakra again. You're going to clear that. But you have to come to some of your own conclusions on your own and make sure that your heart, your mind, and your actions are all aligned. No more of this, wish-washy, I'm in between, this and that are true. No, you're going to have to stand in your truth, Gemini. Okay, and it's going to be, oh, what an adventure is it going to be. Here we go, Memories of Love, Six of Cups. This has come out a lot in my readings. A lot of you, again, we will be calling in a soulmate. Some of you guys are manifesting a relationship that has equal balance, give and take, a relationship that allows you to be authentic and feel like a kid again. You don't have to worry about what you say, what you do, what you look like, if you have morning breath or not. That's just going to be for some of you. But this is, and this is also, we have Mercury in retrograde happening in Pisces. And Mercury in retrograde is going to bring people back, either from our previous lives that are soulmate energies or somebody from your past coming back. It may be a second chance. Okay, for some of my Geminis, I'm really seeing this as a second chance. So let's go ahead and pull additional messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Third eye chakra, again, you have 66 on the deck. The third eye chakra is the importance of using your intuition, being very self-aware. Again, that hermit energy. Look at that. Look at how this image in the middle of the card is almost identical to what's in the heart chakra space of the hermit. This is intuition. Trust yourself. You guys have the answers within, or we have the answers within. You know what to choose. You know what you need to do. Okay, you're not really of two minds. You just don't really want to make a decision, but that time has come. It's time to put on your big girl or your big boy pants, make this decision and take a hold of this. Sixes are the energy of Libra and of Taurus. They're Venus energy. It's about love. It's about finances. Now, 66 is a master number about money, prosperity, forgiveness, healing, service to others, and unconditional love. I'm seeing unconditional love here, and I feel like a lot of my gems out there, you guys are calling in unconditional love. And that's also, but that unconditional love you need to feel and have for yourself first. There's a time of loneliness or separation that's necessary, or that you're in, that you are healing from whatever this tower moment is, cleaning up after this messy experience, and after this sort of, making sort of a, believing in somebody that wasn't really able to deliver on what they were offering, or vice versa, standing in your power, taking the blindfold off, making a decision. You're at a crossroads. It's time to start something new. Really beautiful energy, Gemini. I mean, as my Venus, with my Venus in Gemini, I'm very excited. This is a beautiful new moon for love and for abundance. Eights, beautiful. This is my Eight of Wands card. This is accelerated motion. She's looking up at the sky. Her prayers are being answered. Things are going to happen very, very quickly for you. Okay, so as soon as you start manifesting, again, right now, I feel like you're on your own. You're kind of doing that work, that healing, but things are going to move very quickly. For some of you, it indicates travel during this period, but for a lot of you, this is manifesting love or abundance or both. All right, and then we have truth. We have the number 20. I love this. This is, again, standing in your authenticity. You are going to, again, I'm getting that with this memories of love card, being able to stand, to be authentic, to be your authentic self, to say whatever you want and not be judged. To be with somebody or in a supportive environment, again, where it doesn't matter if you've put on a few pounds. It doesn't matter what you're dressed like. It doesn't matter, what you say or what your breath smells like. There's unconditional love here, okay? And I feel like this is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful energy. This is also, the 20 is the card of judgment. So again, this is all about, the truth is the truth of what you've been doing, the healing that you've been doing. What you've been praying for and trying to manifest is going to come to you. The Judgment card is all about an ascension, about an up-leveling, taking things to the next level. And this is beautiful. This is in family and this is in career. This could also be in romance, because for a lot of us, I'm seeing romance. I'm really seeing with that 66 out there, calling in a soulmate, somebody from your past, that third eye chakra, trusting your intuition, going within. You're going to know. Okay, you're going to know what direction you need to take. Butterfly spirit transformation is beautiful. Number 11 coming out. You've got two 11s on the ground. Some of you guys might have been seeing or be seeing 1111. It's an awakening code. It's also, for many of us, it's that twin flame energy. It's a sign of balance. Absolutely gorgeous. So you guys pay attention to the signs and synchronicities, and your prayers have been heard and they will be answered. You're going to be manifesting whatever this might be very, very quickly. All right, and then we have Cow Spirit. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck. The miracles are endless. 15 breaks down to a 6. So here we go. We have another 6. So we have 3 6s on deck in this reading. I just want you guys to take a look at the Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. But cows and cattle in general, they're a sign of fertility and abundance. Remember, before now we obviously it's those of us who eat meat and wear leather, not only just for our own purpose, but they're a sign of prosperity. And it's really important to be, I'm getting for some of us to be very grateful for the things that we have, you know, the food that we eat, the clothes that we wear, whether you eat meat or not, or if you wear leather or you don't. But the magnificence and the abundance that this animal brings us. And they're just absolutely beautiful creatures. Very, very beautiful and fertile creatures. So there's a lot of love here, you guys, and I'm feeling overwhelmed with this reading at the moment. Really gorgeous. All right, I'm just going to pull a few additional messages or cards for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Additional messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Rebirth. Yep, I love that. Yep. I mean, that's there with the Fool card, a brand new beginning. This Tower moment, you're just cleaning up after the aftermath of this huge transformation. Again, we see that with the 11 card and the butterfly. Transformation is beautiful. Gemini, your rebirth. You guys are experiencing some major change. It can be in finance and love or both, but this is something that you guys have been manifesting, and it's going to happen quite quickly. And number 2, this is all about being patient. I'm really seeing the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is all about creativity and intimacy, that orange color. So again, for some of you, there's going to be some sexual healing involved here, but it's also all about your creation, and do that work with that feminine energy. With the womb, you know, men and women have feminine energy, and we all have that sacral chakra. So really work on balancing that, because this is your creation. This is absolutely your creation. This is absolutely your manifestation, Gemini. And 2s are beautiful. 2s are all about balance. Absolutely beautiful. Final message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Final message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Romance. Yeah, for some of you guys, this is all about romance. Spirit says, you know what? Not so much about abundance, although it is, because abundance can be in any area of our life, but this is all about romance. You guys are calling in the romantic partner that you guys have been, that you guys have been asking for, and that you guys have been needing for a really long time. It's going to happen very quickly. Wow. I'm just, I'm at a loss for words, so I'm going to leave it there for you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Most of all, thank you for listening. Hope you have an absolutely beautiful full moon in Leo.